Hello everyone, welcome to Agentic AI Demystified with Studio, a series under TGIF and your backstage pass to get into the world of agent building. Last week, we had really interesting discussion around agent evaluation. We talked about how to assess whether the agent is doing what it's supposed to do. Is it reliable? Is it accurate? Can we trust the output it is generating? But as I was thinking about it, I realized evaluation is just one piece in the puzzle. Because think about this. First few agents for you are now working brilliantly. Now your HR, operations, marketing, sales, all these teams start experimenting and building more agents. So before you know it, your success creates new challenge. So the question is no longer whether the agent is doing the job it's supposed to do. But the question becomes, my organization is ready to secure or govern these agents at the enterprise level. And that's what we are going to discuss today. How Copilot Studio and Power Platform Admin Center helps you to govern and secure the agent deployment, agent building across the organization. And to talk more about this, I would like to invite Moneet Kaur, who is the solution area expert for business application Microsoft. Hi Moneet, thank you so much for joining.
Hi Vishaka, pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Moneet, we do have a couple of questions repeatedly coming from customer and we would like to have your perspective around the same. So first one, help me understand how exactly Studio as a platform will help our customers to create more agent and manage the repository, keeping in mind security and governance.
That's a great question, Vishaka, where, security and governance is a strength for our platform, Copilot Studio. While we understand, be it responsible AI, all these transparency reports are published about the platform, but what really stands it, we are able to provide security at an agent level.
Right.
When I say that, we talk about prompt injection attacks, all of these threat protection are available at a platform level. Even before we think about anything else, RBAC and stuff like that, how compliant the platform is. And this status, protected status, is also reflected against each of these agents that you're creating in Copilot Studio as a platform.
Got it. That's great. And when it comes to growing adoption of the agents at this point, how an administrator getting more visibility and controls when it comes to Power Platform and Studio?
So this is very important. All the enterprises are really asking, where to start when it comes to administrating these agents. And this is where we have made it a very intuitive process, wherein in Power Platform Admin Center, you are able to create the DLP policies. You can restrict what connectors, which channels, who to share what agents with.
Right.
All these can be predefined, right? All the RBAC controls are available within the platform that your admins can manage. And not only that, there is a telemetry that is available for you to see which agents can be exposed to, how are they faring, what are the responses they are receiving. So all this is available as a single pane of glass for your admins.
Perfect. And now coming to the third point, where all of us are aware about that everyone really wants to go ahead and automate their business and the processes. Help me understand where organization should draw a line between empowerment and centralized control over the agents.
Yeah. This is key when we are starting these transformations, right? And we have taken this inspiration from McKinsey, right? We call it zoned governance, right? So it is divided into 3 pillars largely, zone 1, 2, 3, or you can say as green, yellow, red, which essentially means what we are saying is if you are rolling it out to the user for creating their own personal agents, example would be like M365 Copilot, right? Where we have all the security inbuilt in M365 Admin Center, which is good to go. So we call it green zone.
Right.
And then we have amber, where you want these agents to be shared while you're bringing these elements into your enterprise. You might want to take them to teams level or department level. This is where IT teams will come in, where they will review and they will pass through the ALM processes. And the last but not the least is, which is most critical, is zone 3, which is, where your agents are getting deployed at an enterprise level. This is where you need more security, more tightened ALM processes. And these are largely led by your IT teams. So we are able to bring this, and this is the guidance we give to all the enterprises to enable this enterprise security.
Good, Moneet. Could you show some snippets into how exactly it looks like when it comes to all these features and capability under Power Platform Admin Center?
Absolutely. Let me give you a look.
Sure.
Talking about security governance at Copilot Studio, let's start with how secure and compliant the platform is. Talk about the capabilities that are available out of the box in terms of given protection against threat detection, authentication, policies, content moderation. You can see it is listed within your Copilot Studio as a platform, and you can drill down and see the further details on all the agents that you're creating, and have these details listed. Let me also try to show how you can go to security, how we spoke about it, which is kind of giving you a recommendation, AI-based recommendation, what at your tenant or your environment level needs your attention. What are the category of threats? It's whether it's identity, access, threat detection, compliance related, so your admins can resolve that. But most importantly, if I go to the security section and data privacy, this is where I can set up my DLP policies. The point that I want to leverage or show here is there are a lot of skills, DLP policies that are available at studio level, right? Whether which you as an admin can define what is it that you do not want to be extended to the users, whether those are skills, whether you want to limit the channels where these agents are deployed to. All of these capabilities and DLP policies can be defined. I'll give you one such example of, let's see, we go about creating a new policy, right? Say, for example, if we say this is an agent data policy that we are trying to do, and we see all the business, non-business, and blocked connector. This is where you get the list of the connectors or what capabilities you want to extend. You can choose what to say. For example, if we say we do not want any unauthenticated users to access agents, this is where we're going to have this disabled where you can chat without Entra ID. So we have taken this and we're going to block this capability. We're going to add this to all the environments, and this will help us creating the policy at an admin level. Also a possibility, say for example, you want to update anything at a connector level or connector action level. Say for example, in this case, I'm going to search on Azure Data Lake, and I'm going to do it based on the connector actions. You can choose, maybe you do not want to give flexibility for users to delete file. So you can update accordingly and block these new connector actions. Once you save this, this will update the policy. And talk about environment and environment groups, which plays a very key role when we're talking about zone governance. Let's take an example of zone governance once, where we were talking about personal productivity. Let's create a group wherein you can have group of environments added, which could be your personal developer environments that you want to add. And this is where you can define all the rules related to that environment, right? Very often we are asked, the organizations do not want these agents to be shared with editor permissions or selective viewer permissions. All these controls are available for the admins to enable that. Like this one, we have sharing agents with editor permissions, sharing agents with viewer permission. You would want to share, and you would want to define which security group you would want to share, and how many. You can define a limit like we spoke about in zone 1. It could be 1 or 2, or it could extend as you move to zone 2 and zone 3, right? This is how these capabilities could be enabled, and you can publish these rules, and this will apply for all the environments available in your environment group. Last but not the least topic is, which everyone asks, is where do I see the telemetry? How do I get to know the agents that I'm building? How are they faring? What credits they are consuming? So this is one. I'll show you the different telemetry available across the tool. This is one place where you can see the Copilot Studio. If you have, depending upon the package that you've taken, whether it's a build capacity or AG, you're able to see that in this view. Not only that, you also get recommendations how you can improve your Copilot and agents for managing the governance. What is your agent succession rate? And you also get to know what are your most used agents, which environment do they belong to, how many sessions, what is the success rate in terms of the feedback you're getting for those agents. You also get a telemetry of all the agents at your tenant level. This was a major ask that a lot of customers had. wherein you can see the list of all the agents that are available within your tenant. Your admins are able to see what platform it is built on, who was the owner of these agents, so there are not orphan agents in your environment or in your tenant, what connectors are being leveraged if there are any third party connectors, what LLM models that are being leveraged in these agents, and which environment do they belong. So one place telemetry for your admins to view this. uh, there is another view that we have within licensing in Copilot Studio, more driven from the consumption perspective. A lot of time customers are asking how you can go about allocating these credits. These are available where you can allocate them to manage your capacity across different departments, business lines. You can manage them at an environment level and allocate them. There is also a view that is available at an agent level, wherein you can allocate them at an agent level as well. And you also get to see what is your build capacity at an agent level. uh, right, download this report as well, which is available for you to work on.
So last week we talked about how to make an agent functional, and this week was all about how to scale it, keeping your governance and security in mind. Thank you so much, Moneet, for joining in.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.